All right, hello, and welcome back to the Knives Fast channel. It is October the 16th, and of course, it's a Monday night. It is Blue Monday, as a matter of fact, and so it is time for another awesome KF Live. And yeah, my eyes swollen again. I don't know what to do about it. Doctors have no clue, not doing anything, whatever. Say hello to Ren and Stimpy, Powdered Toast Man, Log TV, Choo Choo, Charlie Brown, and Gimli, and let us get started, guys. It is that time. Very excited to be here yet again. And why is my computer acting stupid? All right, there we go. Thomas McDonald, channel members here. David Helka, another channel member. Marcos Gamma, hello. Justin Ohio is here. Colby Venerable, Jay Corskadden, Tim B, channel member. Mullen Lobby, North Carolina, I believe our winner from last week. Jim Miller, another channel member. Marco, also a channel member. Keith the Knife Freak, keeping things rolling. Got a couple great mods in here now. Tree Stabbing Troy's here. Ryan Dye is here. Who else? Anybody else here? Is that it? That's it? No, it's 30 people here. That's not it. Who am I missing though? Marcos Gamma, I said hello to you. Well, I've said hello to everybody on my screen, so I'll watch for more people. If you type, I will try to say hello to you. And, so if you guys don't know, it is KF Live. This is, as I said earlier today, the best live stream that's on the internet at this moment in time. Goondocks, it's not pink eye. I've tried to explain to people. I don't know what it is, but my eye is not discolored. See, my eye is fine. And doctors have no clue. They've put me on 3 rounds of antibiotic, and it just keeps coming back. So I have no idea. So I'm waiting to see an ear, nose, and throat doctor, but they said they can't get me until December 21st. So that's awesome. Nowhere else I'd rather be, says our friend Will Be. Very cool to see you, my friend. Member for 13 months. And David Iverson's a member for 22 months. There you go. Well, that's nice, Jimmy, I think. Hello, Jimmy. Jimmy Ross, hello, Mr. Freak Show, another channel member. I'm only here to boycott the lack of micarta option on slip joints. Freak Show's in rare form. Aries EDC is in the house. John Blackman, hello, sir. James Alton is a channel member and is in the house. Good to see you, sir. So yeah, good to see Andrew Hubbard is here. Very good to see you as well, Andrew. My chair, I swear, this chair, it's a great chair. My kids bought it for me, but it sinks. There we go. Slowly over time. So, yep. So Ben from Jack Wolf is going to be here in a few minutes, and he will join us. And the reason Ben is coming on, of course, is the fact that the Vampire Jack, as I'm calling it, version 2, or the re-release of the Vampire Jack, is coming out this Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern at dealers. And this one is fingerprinted up like crazy. Hello, David Iverson. Good to see you. I think I said hello to you, but I'm just making sure. So yeah, very excited to talk a little Vampire Jack and to talk some Jack Wolf knives. It's one of my favorite streams of the month when we get to talk to our friend, Mr. Ben. Pizza Operator, hello. He says, Cheeto, there's Cheeto Bandito. What is going on? Very cool to see you as well. Who said nice shirt? Hey, David, thank you. Got my Mandalorian shirt on here. Yeah, there he is. Very cool. I love the Mandalorian. Hey, Kurt Ison, what's going on? What's up, Joseph S? Good evening to you. Oh, very cool. Yes, sir. Hopefully it will get there today. That would be nice. I am allergic to the bunny, but that's not the problem. It is most likely, I've been very stuffed up. It's most likely just too much crap in my head and I can't get it all cleared out. So it is what it is. Lots of ragweed. It's finally dying, thank goodness. But I've been working so much too, so just not getting enough rest. Is Ash in the chat? What is up, Ash? Good to see you. Hey, your number for tonight is 65. 65 is your number for tonight. Yep. Thank you, Tim B. I was about to text you that, so I appreciate it, my friend. So far, I've been in a wait and see kind of mindset, if that makes any sense. Sonny Robinson, hello, sir. Good to see you as well. Another channel member. The knife meetup was awesome, except for the exceptionally large Demco tried to take my finger off. Uh-oh. Yeah, well, you and getting cut. I don't know what the deal is, Jeremy. You got to stop that, man. Just a flesh wound. Very good, very good, very good. Hit the like button. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate it. Robbie W. Hello. Marco, I said hello to you, but hello again. Nick Travellini, hello. That's how I'm going to say it now. I still don't know if it's right, but that's it. Oh, Father is in the house. What's up, Mr. Oh, Father, Mr. Tim? How are you, sir? Good to see you as well. Lots of good people in here tonight. So a couple things. We reached 12,500 subs today. It's kind of funny. I was, I think it was about 3 weeks ago, we crossed over 12,000. And I said, if we get to 13,000 before Christmas, we'll do a Christmas and 13,000 giveaway. We've already covered half the ground in 3 weeks. So hoping sometime in November, we'll go ahead and cross over 13,000. And then we'll probably do like an early Christmas / 13,000 giveaway at that point. So very, very cool party. Yes, sir. So very cool. I'm humbled and excited. I'm just a goofball having fun talking about knives with you guys and chatting back and forth and talking a bunch of junk, so very cool. Now, thank you if you're a Pit Crew member or a Patreon member. I appreciate each and every one of you guys just supporting the channel any way and every way you can. And I'm also thankful for those of you, whether you are a Patreon or Pit Crew supporter, or whether you just comment on the videos and watch them and like and all that stuff. I appreciate that as well. Yeah, definitely check out Aries. Thank you, Tim, for mentioning such a thing. I appreciate that, my friend. And to our two, Will B, who is the other one? Will B and rule number 9. There is your Dalika salutes. I forgot those a moment ago. Dalika salutes to both of you. Thank you guys for your awesome stuff there. What is that? Interesting. Okay. So anyway, yeah, where are the other 12,450? I do not know how that works. I do not know. Ginger Fisher is in the house as well. Good to see you. Chris Hinkle is also in the house. Awesome. Okay. So everybody's asking me for a Jetstream update. So let's just be honest and open as I can. I hope they're going to be shipped within the next 2 or 3 weeks. There was a little snag overnight, and I think we've got that back on the right track. And but it only involves a small portion of the knives. So either way, I think we'll still get them shipped in the next couple of weeks. So not a big deal. Very cool, Jim. Jimmy got the pyrite today. That's a great knife. T-Fetch, what is going on? So the answer is, again, look, it takes what it takes. I always give an estimate based on what Kubi's telling me. I think from now on, I'm going to give a longer estimate. So here's the way this works. There were a few Damn Designs and a few others using Kubi for an OEM when I reached out to them, but not many. I reached out to them. I did the pinion, and in the middle of the pinion, others started using them. And then once the microburst came and the Divo mash came, I think the mash had a huge part to do with it. Everybody in the world started using Kubi as their OEM. So they're doing a phenomenal job, and it's just going to take a little bit longer. I did get to see a couple of pictures that were not like complete knife pictures, if that makes any sense, like close-up pictures. And they look really good. The milling on the scales, you guys are going to, absolutely love the milling. What is up, John Hedinger? Good to see you as well, sir. And very, very awesome. Is Mattisfaction in here? Mattisfaction's in here. Well, let's look at this knife while we're waiting for Ben. This, guys, is the Kaiser made Mattisfaction designed, which don't get confused when you go looking for this guy. It's going to say Matt Holly. Same guy. That is Mattisfaction. This is the Kaiser Phoenix, designed by our buddy Mattisfaction, aided in design by Sharif Manganis, who's an awesome dude for helping Matty get this from a sketch to a design. There you go. S35VN, beautiful orange dark matter scales. Look at that. This is, people have asked, this is aluminum. Interesting. This is aluminum. You know what? I'm going to turn the volume down on my phone because the chargers are playing in a little bit. And I know for a fact that I'm going to get all kinds of notifications. So we're going to turn this way down. Okay. And so, yeah, Maddie did a great job on this. Kaiser did a really nice job. Typical Kaiser action. Ergos are good. Little, we'll talk about a couple things, but no big deal. Nice thin blade. I like kind of what they did here with the tip, how it narrows down, but it stays very consistent the rest of the way down until the tip. Very nice. I am digging this one pretty dang well. I actually like the aluminum. Somebody said, a couple of people asked me, they thought it was titanium. I think that was a confusion. Yeah, I was born in El Cajon. Well, in La Mesa, but I lived in El Cajon for half my life. Not half my life. No, my childhood. How about that? So yes, I am. Kirby Smith, what's up? Cooper Light Steve is in the house. What is going on, Steve? Good to see you, my buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, so definitely check out the Phoenix, guys. The thing is, I'm not a huge Persian kind of tip person here, but because this stays thicker out to here and doesn't narrow till here, and because it's wider up here at the tip, it was a different story for me. I think you end up with a very useful blade, and I'm not super scared of this crazy tip like I am. I literally, the knife that kind of ruined Persians for me was the Artisan Arroyo. I love that knife, but if you get that thing just the slightest little bit out of that handle, you're going to get filleted, okay? I did. And that one just made me super nervous about Persian blades. Before that, didn't bother me too much. I have two fixies in the works, Aries. One of them is already, let's just say, moving down the road a little bit. And the second one is waiting on me for what I'm trying to find. I would like to do that one in the US with somebody that can replicate the design, if you will, and do it in small batches. So I would like to do that one. It's more of it's still kind of EDC size. It's not too big, but it's kind of, the blade shape would work very well for outdoors, for hunting, for camping, for those kind of things. Oh, you're Matt. Look, I'm not blowing smoke, dude. This is very nicely done. I'm proud of you, brother. When I saw it and I saw what level they were making it at, I knew I was going to buy one. And when you told me that, it was kind of dedicated to Eli, I had to have one. So now that doesn't mean I'll keep it forever, because I end up selling things so I can buy other ones. Everybody knows that. It's no secret. But at least I got it, and I have it for now. And we'll see. Yeah. Can you replicate the exact design, Keith? That's like water jet cut is what I need it to be consistently the same, if that makes sense. But it doesn't have to be water jet. If you can make it exactly the same, I don't care how you do it. But that's the only thing that I've been looking for. If somebody can do that, then I'm good, man. I just don't want to have a design and then each one be a little bit different, if you will. This is more of a production knife than a custom. I don't know. if that makes any sense whatsoever. So, now I will say, yeah, I understand, Keith. So Matt, you told me last week that you could middle finger flick this. I cannot. I have tried. I don't know if you got to have fingernails to do it. I just, well, see, almost there. I got it. All right. That was really not easy, but I got it. Lauren Smith, what is going on? So, guys, we're just stalling while waiting for Ben. So let's talk about a couple other things here. The Divo Knives nip will go live this Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Don't forget, if you're going to buy one of the carbon fiber ones, okay, so that's this guy, the Black Pearl, or the purple fat carbon. Those are only available at Divo Knives. Also, if you want to buy hardware, change out your hardware, which I put blue on this one instead of black. If you want to do that, that'll only be available at Divo Knives. And you can use code KnivesFast10 and my link, which is in the description of any and all my videos. And you can get 10% off of anything that you buy from Divo Knives. So that will include this knife. There you go. Tim put my link up there. Thank you, Tim. Very small knife, but very capable, very ridiculous thin hollow grind. You can see very nice knife. Now, there are two other versions. The White Mountain Knives version is the gray titanium with I think a satin blade. And those are available on the same day, the 19th at 1 p.m. And you can use code KnivesFast for 10% off over there. Now, there's a fourth version, and that version is the black tie with black wash blade. And that one's at traditionalpocketknives.com. I have not been able to confirm yet whether you can use my code or not. I'm trying to get a hold of Austin. Nobody else seems to know. I don't know if you can use my code, but I will let you know in my in the description of my video. I've already recorded my video, but I'll put it in the description. Did I say free shipping? I don't think I said that, Tim. Did I? I just said 10% off. Did I say free shipping? If I did, that is incorrect. You can use code KnivesFast10 and you will get 10% off. If I said free shipping, that was a Freudian SMKW slip there. By the way, speaking of which, my code is now working again at SMKW. They broke it when they were working on the site, and it is apparently working again. Okay, no, they do. As far as I know, Tim, that there's no free shipping, and they do charge tax. Very much so. So, yeah, just 10% off. And I didn't freak out. I just making sure I didn't say something dumb. There's no freaking out. Sure, I can do that. Who just asked that? David Helka. Yep, I got you, David. Do you have a microburst preference of which microburst you'd like to? No, I'm just kidding. So here is a micarta microburst next to the nip. The nip, just for anybody's edification, if you know the size of a Spyderco Dragonfly 2, that's exactly what length this knife is. It is Dragonfly length. But it is a 4-finger knife choked up. Hey, Byron Kennedy. Hey, Mrs. Sue. Drop the Phoenix on the keyboard. No, we're not going to do that. Oh, don't apologize to me. I'm just being a goofball. So there you go. Hey, Paul Bessemer, what is going on, man? So yeah, it's a little, whoops. Every once in a while I get where I cannot flick it because I'm not getting in the right place. No, I did not say free microburst at all. By the way, there are microbursts still available on the website. Number one, you have the monochrome microburst, which is the white G10 with, oh, come on, you can focus. The white G10 with the black wash blade. I have already seen where, now I can't even remember who it's thinking was. Knife Freak, I think, was the one that dyed one of these purple, and it looks dope. Very, very nice. No free. But yeah, that's the first one that is available on the site. The black micarta microburst with the black wash blade are also available on the site. There you go. And the black micarta with the stonewash blades are also. Now, I will tell you, I think there are about 10 of these left, and there are about like 13 or 14 of these left. So if you want either one of these varieties, you should do it sooner rather than later. If that makes sense. Yes, I did say dope. Hey, you can be 54 and still be 1/10 of the way cool. Tempest Trooper. There you go. That works, Byron. So those are the ones that are available. And let me just go over here and make sure I'm not missing a message from Mr. Ben telling me he's going to be delayed, but he be not here. Nope, no message. Okay. We'll keep waiting. He'll be here. But we will keep doing it. So here's the deal, guys. Let's go ahead. If you want to start throwing up your pocket checks, I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. Knife Fanatic, that's the one. It is really, really beautiful. If you haven't seen that purple microburst, go over. I reshared it, I think, on it might have just been on a story, but it was just really nice looking. And yes, I did say dope. Because it just looks freaking cool. Let's see. Where is it? Not that one. Where's Knife Fanatic? Well, maybe I didn't share it. I think I did. Where be the purple one? Yeah, apparently I shared it on my story and it's already gone. But you know, all good. It was pretty. You guys can find it somewhere. All right. So whoa, there it goes. Broke my Kershaw high spring today. Okay, that's not a knife that I need to read. Kamu Chad Carbon Fiber was my pal today. Very cool, says Christopher Wheeling. Hello, Christopher. Ferrum Forge Stinger and an Aries EDC Damascus Rockhopper. Yes, sir. Artisan Arian paid $25 but got 60% off. Very cool. For the Arian, you paid wait. You paid $25 for an Artisan Arian? Okay, I'm very confused. Where was that deal? Because mine was $250. So I'm a little confused. Wow. Tuya Wraith and Kaiser Mad Tanto for David Helka. Case Peanut in pink for Mrs. C. Kaiser Kobold 2. Tempest Microburst and a crispy Donut Community Salvation Fixed Blade for Mr. Jim Miller. Addicted to Knives, hey Chad, Max Ace Goliath custom Anno by me looks cooler. I bet, man. Your Annos are the best. Steve-O, what is going on, man? Stepping away to say hello. Hello. Microburst Monday for Troy. Yeah, let's get some Microburst Monday going. Let's do that. Blue Monday, of course, but always Microburst Monday as well. Frosty Thunderbird, Rosecraft French Broad Jack for Thomas McDonald. Very cool. Asher Spiros, Thumb Studs, Tempest Microburst, Victorinox Classic SD Cheese Edition, and Olight i3T for Tim B. Kobold 2 is such a good knife. I agree. Blue Pinion and Buck Bantam for Kurt Eisen. Spider Code PM2 and a case Peach Seed Jigged Copper Lock for James Alton. CRK Large Incosi and a Kaiser Drop Bear for Pizza Operator. Miguron Valona for Sharp Guy. Hey, Sharp Guy, what's going on? Case Sodbuster Jr. Case Peanut and Classic SD for Jim. Very cool. Byron's got a Cold Steel Mayhem. Ooh, that thing is big. And CRK TPK Lake Champlain Barlow. CRC, excuse me. Interesting. Well, that's pretty crazy. Jimmy, that's a heck of a price. Carry my new Spyderco Swayback says, Chuck it. Hey, Chuck, what's going on, man? Okay, yeah, mine is the titanium version for sure. I knew that. I didn't know which. Anyway, that's fine. New knife day for Renee Ramon. The Chavez exclusive RCK9 number 15 Chavez tack. Vosteed mini nightshade. Mr. Freak Show's got the Divo Growler V2, the Blue Microburst, Benny's Clip Pioneer Jack, Olight Olight Titanium Arcfeld, Forest Freak Show EDC Hank, Leatherman Charge Plus, Log and Jotter Notebook, and everybody say it with me, and multiple tactile turn pins. Hey, Jeremy, you know the tactile turn pin I got in Atlanta down that way? I lost it. So I don't have one. I did. It was really nice. Titanium pin, about this long, had a bolt, nice little milling, very nice, wrote very well. Favorite pin, it's gone. Okay, there we go. Forest Hank, Skulls Hank, Rove Yvonne Aurora A1 flashlight, Fisher Space Pen, Tempest Knives Microburst, Pinion and Runtley. Rusty's picture today was on point. Smock with purple fat carbon deep carry, blue TRM Atom, and a Sig X Macro 9. Very nice, John. Oh, Lord, there goes the jump. Lake Champlain Barlow and 90s Camo Carbon, a blue Pinion. Very nice. Sapphire Blue Victorinox Huntsman, Blues Light Seeker 4 Mini, Hinder Emmett Bowie, Aries Black and Yellow Thorn for rule number 9. Civivi Fracture for No Locktober, for Keith the Knife Freak, Chuck Richards Mini Pry Tactile Turn Pin, Gil Tech Rook. Okay. Hinderer Eclipse for Andrew Hubbard, and in a Swedge Spear and a half-track warning. Very cool. Devo Mash for Aberdeen. Hello, sir. 74 folks in here. Yeah, Mr. C, I'm afraid you might be. Oh, very cool. You won a Rosie? Ooh, very cool, Delta. That's awesome. Welcome. Hey, Chaz. Everybody, Chaz is in the house. What is going on, my friend? Have not seen you in a month of Sundays. Very cool. All right. Let's see. Mr. Greg T. Hello. Yeah, that's me bumping the table, Rocky. I'm sorry. When I read, I get down on my elbows like this, and then I move the table. Sorry, I won't do it anymore. Hey, Chef Rocky, what's going on? Is Mr. Fluffy in here as well? Hello, Mr. Fluffy. Thank you. Oh, that's for Jim Miller. Okay. Let's see. Lake Champlain Barlow, Halloween Night, and Ohio River Jack for Sonny Robinson. Did I get everybody? Nope, I did not. I see more. Yeah, I kind of sucked, Byron. I have looked everywhere and then again everywhere for that sucker, and I cannot find it. And I told Kevin when I bought it, Kevin talked me into it. I said, I will lose it. He said, no, you won't lose something like that. And I did. All right, Sheepdog XL, Megatherium, EF395, Mini Bug Out, Growler V2, Microburst, Clinch River, Vampire Jack, Top Dog, T-Bod, Matty Hanks, Big Red, Fourth ID, Pizza Operator, Coins, Jake's Jank, Jan Touchwood, Protec 1L1AA4, Bluminati Ninja. What is going on, man? See you. No, we've done all that, Jeremy. I wish it was that easy. All right, I think I got everybody. Wait, was there a... Oh, Chaz has been a member for 22 months. Chaz, you are the man, dude. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate you being here tonight. That is awesome. All right, I think I got everybody. If I missed your pick, nope. Will be. Here he is. Will be. He's got the Grimsman Orsum, SBD Evo Typhoon, Protec CCKS Mordax, Microtech Ramlock Stitch, Kaiser Begladder XL, Axial Shift, Hogtooth Nova 1. That's the Knife Junkie knife, Riyadh Exo, Olight Baton 3, and a wee Baculus pin. Very, very cool, Will. If I missed anybody else, please let me know. Josh, what's going on, man? Good to see you. If I missed anybody else. All right. So my carry knives today were this Best Tech Man Good Boy button lock knife. Very cool. And no, the button has not exploded yet, for those wondering. No problems whatsoever. And I'm like the 4th reviewer with it, so not a problem. Second knife today is the Brian Brown Raptor SMKW exclusive in Arctic Storm Blue Fat Carbon and this ridiculous blade. Love this blade very, very much. Very cool knife. All right. And then the third knife today is just the one that lives in my pocket a lot. That is the Jack Wolf Knives Feel Good Jack in Blue Dark Matter Fat Carbon. Oh, there you go, Blue Minotti. Thank you so much for your awesome support. 17 months of being a member and always coming in here with some crazy stuff. I love you, man. You're the best. So there you go. There is your Daleka salute. So that's what I was carrying today. Yep. All right. Guys, I'm going to send Ben a message just to make sure he remembered. Okay. All right, we'll see if he hopefully he doesn't have something going on all of a sudden. Yeah, very cool. So I just yeah, very cool. Yeah. I'm digging the Brian Brown Raptor. There are a couple little things to talk about. No big deal. I mean, it's all workable. It's just a couple things. And we'll go through that. Very nice knife. Same thing with the Good Boy. I'm liking it a lot, but there are definitely a couple of things on this one. And I think if you just stare at the blade for a minute, you'll figure out one of them very easily. Very, very easily. So I cannot wait to talk about this. Everybody is really loving this knife, and so am I. I like a lot about it, but there's just a couple of things there that to talk about. So we'll save that for the review. Gonzo, what's going on, man? I will say it's one of the easiest easiest thumb stud middle finger flicking knives I've seen. It is the thumb studs stick up enough, and there's a really good chamfer there. And so see how deep you get on the thumb stud there with your finger, and it's just super simple to middle finger flick. B for Baron is in the house. Man, we are bringing everybody out. Now, no false advertising. Ben is coming. He just texted me. He'll be here in a few minutes. And I'm just going to say all good. He can take his time. I was just making sure he didn't forget. That was all I'm doing. Now, don't forget, Friday, guys, you have got, I'm sure when Ben comes on here, we'll talk about this quite a bit. You have got the Vampire Jack re-release on Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. There may or may not be a weekend review Friday. There probably will be, but I'm not sure yet. So I will let you know if there's going to be a weekend review, but there's a possibility there will not be one on Friday. I don't know for sure. Which one looks like the Hogue Ballista? The Good Boy? Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a little bit there, Greg. Yeah, similar blade shape and handle shape. Yeah, I can see that. Just there's always a couple things as a reviewer in almost every knife. There's rarely a knife that I open up and I'm just like, yeah, this knife is absolutely perfect. There's always one or two, and in this case, three little tiny things that, just aren't my favorite decision. Now, sometimes on these lower level budget knives, you know, they make sacrifices for the sake of budget. I don't think that's what these things are, but I really like it. Really like it. Just a couple of little nitpicks. Tori Casey is in here as well. There you go, sharp guy. No. I like the vampire, but it should be a lock blade. Kurt, everything doesn't have to lock, man. Oh, there's Ben. There he is. You good? If you are, give me a thumbs up, man. Okay, cool. All right. So Benny B in the place to be, everybody. Say hi to Ben Belkin, the designer, owner, creator, chief cook and bottle washer of Jack Wolf Knives. What's up, brother?
What's up, everybody? And Casey, you are correct. Not every knife needs a lock.
Here's the thing, and we're gonna go ahead and go down this road. Kurt, it's your fault. And by the way, Count Jacula, I'm liking that. That's pretty cool. By the way, before we go down that road, you know the picture with the guy sitting at the table, something, tell me I'm wrong or prove me wrong or whatever. You've seen that meme for years where the guy's sitting there. And I'm just going to say the absolute perfect version of a knife called the Vampire Jack that is a coffin jack is the black on black. I'm sorry. It just is. So prove me wrong. Yeah, I thought you were going to hold up the red fat carbon one. That would be my second choice. But I just felt like with a coffin and a vampire, you know, and it does not say blah, blah, blah either. Yeah, see that red dark matter is, you know, you get a little bit of blood mixed in there. But super stinking cool. Very, very much. And I like that you've done it 2 Halloweens in a row. So that's cool.
It seemed fitting to bring it back in October. It's a little probably, you know, if it wasn't the vampire, I wouldn't have otherwise done it. But we had so much fun promoting it last year.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will say, I love what you're doing with the re-release artwork because I don't have the other one out here. I should have gotten it before, but this Gonzo artwork goes down a totally different direction than the artwork from Sean Tiffany did. This is rad and totally different. Ashlyn and I were having a long discussion about this today, just about how a style thing can just take it a totally different direction, you know. Really cool.
I'm super happy with his work. You know, he has a different style and a different approach. Yeah. And I've learned that the more hands-off I am, the better it comes out. So yeah, I'm stoked. I'm glad you like it.
That's yeah, you know, and again, Ben, I appreciate art in a lot of different forms. I mean, that's not necessarily my completely favorite style, but in this particular case, it absolutely fits. You know what I'm saying? It was the right. Will dealers be doing more? Okay, we'll get Dan. Let's go ahead and answer your question. Then we're going to talk about locking knives for a minute. So Dan B, hey Dan B, and I saw a few other new people. My name's just Bill and a couple others. Hello. Will there be more exclusive releases like Sportsman's Warehouse and the Midnight Jacks? That was really cool.
Yeah, so that was definitely a unique opportunity in that it's a huge organization with, I don't know, a couple hundred stores or more. So it made sense for them to buy a whole production run. And that's basically what I told them was like, if you want to choose a particular model, you got to buy a whole production run, a minimum order quantity. So it's kind of an experiment. Now, I don't think my other dealers are looking to do that right now, but I have had a lot of interest from them for, you know, a quote unquote dealer exclusive program. So I'm thinking through now what that's going to look like. Most likely it would just be like an exclusive variant of whatever we're doing that month, you know, as opposed to entire production runs on top of what their regular allotment would be.
Gotcha. I totally missed Chuckett's super chat. Thank you for letting me know. Bristol Knife Meetup was awesome. That is great. I was working at Virginia Tech running camera. I probably would have been there, guys. I was working a lousy football game. It was, but I get paid whether the game is lousy or the game is good. It doesn't matter. I get paid. So there's your list of Jack Wolf authorized dealers. All right. So here's the deal. All right. So Ben, Ben has done something to me because I would have agreed with Kurt about 2 years ago. I, for one, once I discovered locking knives, I kind of left most slip joints behind. And that was because the slip joints I had experienced were like low-end bucks, some Rough Riders, and things like that. And I didn't feel super comfortable and confident in that spring. If you've never had a Jack Wolf in hand, this snap should tell you guys that is probably a 7. I gave this one 6.5 to 7. It's at this particular spot right here, Ben. I would say that spring is a 7 to me.
Yeah, it's a strong spring. It's a strong spring.
And so I feel comfortable and confident once this guy is open. You just got to train yourself not to put a ton of pressure. But even if you do, I don't think this guy is going anywhere. And 90% of what I do in a given day. Now, if you're working in a machine shop and you're cutting big, heavy boxes, fine. Then you should probably have a locking knife for your job. But for most of what I do in a day, cutting a package open, cutting some rope or tape, or just some paper or whatever, cutting a tie wrap, I can do pretty much any of that with this guy. So there you go. Go Chargers. I'm getting Chargers updates in the chat. I like it. I'm dedicated to my stream, Ben. I'm not watching the football game tonight. So
I want to respond to Tim, who mentioned that it would have been a good opportunity for a wood scale. I mean, I agree with you, Tim. I don't disagree, but I want you to know the rationale there was I had to see how the wood did out there in people's hands before I committed to multiple production runs in wood. And as you know, the first wood knife was just a couple months ago with the laybacks. So that was in the same order tranche as these vampires. So it was just I was not willing to take that risk is what I should say. I don't want to say it wasn't possible. It was certainly possible. I just wasn't comfortable taking that risk. But I've had nothing but essentially total positive feedback on the wood. I had a couple people who didn't love the grain pattern that they got. It's understandable. It's hard there was so much variation in that wood that I can show pictures on social media. I can have pictures on my listings, but doesn't mean everybody's is going to look like that, But I have the same issue with carbon fiber sometimes. So it was no better or worse. So that being said, it's a safe bet that you guys will see some more wood from me.
Look at that. I got dangerously close to using the curse word here earlier. Here's my payment for the tip jar. Very good, Bill. Thank you, brother. And look at this freak show. And I know what he does for a living. I could get by in my job with any of Ben's knives. I send him videos of me cutting through stuff with his knives. Absolutely. So very cool. My name's just Bill. There is your Daleka salute. Thank you, sir. And Jeremy, I didn't want to let that comment go by. So thank you.
Excuse me.
I mean, if you want a bigger slip joint, I don't think Ben will mind me doing this. If you want a bigger slip joint, go check out the traditional pocket knives, Lake Champlain Barlow. This is a very nice knife as well, and it is more Kurt Eisen size. So it's a bigger knife, and everybody makes choices on what they want that knife to look like, and I think Austin fit a niche here. I think he definitely hit the Barlow, and he definitely hit something for people that want a bigger knife. So there you go. I don't know. What do you think of that one, Ben?
I saw a prototype in Pennsylvania when I was with him at
Gotcha.
the rendezvous. Will you hold it up to the Vampire in the open position so I can see a
Yes,
size
sir.
difference?
Yeah, it's definitely bigger. And the Vampire is one of your larger, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So whoops, might help to actually have it on camera.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
cool
it's not ridiculously bigger, of course.
but about good 10 to 15% bigger or something like that, maybe a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, there's a lot of guys who ask me for bigger knives, and I'm not catering to that buyer right now. So if that's what you're looking for, he's got it for you.
Yeah. Trapper size Barlow. I mean, any of these suggestions are, I mean, I'd love to see Ben do a trapper actually. And he does, you know, you do have a knife that's kind of, which one was that?
The Venom
that was
is
kind of an,
a
yeah.
trapper. A lot of people, when they think trapper, they're thinking two blades, one with a spay, and the other one, you know, usually with a long, slender clip point.
An automatic jack. I don't know about all that. What do you think of that idea, Ben?
You can't get Chinese-made autos imported. So
yeah, you cannot.
It's a lot harder, higher. It's a bigger barrier to entry on that.
Crazy. Yeah. Hey, Crispy Critter, what's going on, man? So yeah, I mean, there's other options for slip joints that are bigger. Not just that one. There's other ones out there, but I think the size Ben's playing in is probably the size that most collectors and most people would prefer for this style of knife. Purple Heart Wood Vampire Jack. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. Now, you know, my options with wood, at least in the beginning, are going to be limited to what they can source for me.
Right.
Because otherwise I've got to figure out how to export wood, and like that's a natural material. That's not the same thing as exporting carbon fiber. So I'm just going to try to stick with what they can source for me. I don't even know what Purple Heart Wood is. It sounds cool. I don't know if they can get it over there.
It's kind of a deep red. It's not really super purple. It's got a purple hue over red is what it looks like. It does have a nice grain to it. Real fine.
Sorry.
Dude, you're good, brother.
It is a long weekend, man. Salt Lake was awesome.
Yeah, Tim B liking the smaller slip joints, definitely Little Bro coming in November. Is that still the plan?
That's the plan, Little Bros.
That is the plan. So
any day for inspection. So I saw the pre-production pieces and I'm quite pleased.
Very cool. Let's see. Where's my Little Bro? So we can. The size didn't change, did it?
No. Everything's. I mean, we re-engineered the design problem out. It wasn't even a design problem. It was a manufacturing problem. But no. Everything else is what you want out of the Little Bro. Any updates on the possibility of a budget, Jack Wolf? I've been thinking a lot about it, Tim. I've been kind of doing the due diligence on that. So no major updates yet.
There it is. All right. So, and for those of you that want the comparison for your knife next month and this month, here is your Vampire Jack, and here is the Little Bro coming next month. So you can see definitely a little bit smaller.
Yeah,
there you go.
It looks smaller, but it certainly feels smaller. But it doesn't feel.
Oh yeah, in the hand, it's definitely smaller. I don't know what it says about me, Ben. I've been trying to think through this one. That I love to carry. I always say I like bigger knives, but there's just been something for me about the feel good. I carry that one a lot, and it's it's not smaller in length, but it's definitely smaller in the hand, if that makes any sense. So I don't know. I always say I like longer knives, but this is absolutely my favorite. Oh, and by the way, River just sent me tracking for my slip for the Pioneer, so I'm excited.
Sweet.
Excited to get that one in hand. That's cool.
You know what I think? Okay, let's unpack that idea. So first of all, we got to be careful not to talk in absolutes, right? Like you tend to like larger knives, but that doesn't mean that if the right knife with a smaller form factor,
correct,
that you come in contact with it, you're open-minded to it,
Yep.
Now, I think with that knife, we use tools in our life that have a similar overall dimensional size, like a pen or something. Or I don't know, like trying to think what else. I mean, that's what comes to my mind the most is something, a tool or screwdriver or something. Like we're not totally unaccustomed to a tool with a smaller form factor. So I think when you get that in hand, your hand's like, oh, I could work with it, you know?
Sorry, Ashlyn's distracting me over here.
You have water on
I
me.
spilled water all over. Anyway, go ahead.
So I think I think the shape of that knife, along with its dimensional size, is what makes that knife a winner. You know, if you tried to make a more typical looking knife, but have it be that narrow, it might not work, you know? But because that knife is essentially a tapered rectangle, it almost feels like a pen in your hand.
It does. Yeah, and I think that the comparison, Kevin and I were talking about this. It's basically, and of course, every time, Ben, I go looking for a specific knife, I cannot find the one I'm looking for. That's just the way it goes.
What's
That
up,
is not
Ash?
it. That is the Pioneer.
Hola.
You're welcome to put the other earbud
I already
in.
have it in.
Oh, you already have it in. She's way by. Anyway, I can't. There it is. Thank you. I just carried it the other day. I knew it had to be on top. But essentially, what you've got here, if you think about it, guys, is you've got a thinner version of the Midnight Jack. And the Midnight Jack is one I really like in my hand. But for just EDC tasks, this one just melts into my hand and is just perfect for just about anything. And it seems, Ben, I've never really compared the weight. It seems like it's lighter. I think it is. It just, I don't know. It just fills a niche or whatever in my EDC that I really like.
Yeah, to me, I tell people those knives are cousins. They're not like little brother, big brother. They're cousins. So they're related, but they're different. Like the Feel Good's kind of the tall, skinny cousin, you know?
Right.
Where the Midnight's a little more like the kind of stocky, kind of bigger boned cousin.
Which is still not super big.
No,
but
no, I mean,
no.
And here's what's interesting. If you take that Feel Good Jack and you open up like a Great Eastern Cutlery number 15 or even like a number 66, and you measure the distance across the bolster, it's no bigger than that Feel Good. It's just the Feel Good looks small relative to my other knives, but my other knives are actually a little bit larger relative to a lot of traditional knives.
Gotcha. Yeah, I that makes perfect sense. I think I reviewed one of your 15s if I remember correctly. So I think I know what you're saying. Yep. And by the way, speaking of what you said a moment ago, thank you, Rusty Knife Lover, for being a member for 15 months. But speaking of what you were talking about before, I again, that big knife guy thing is sort of dissolving on me because I carry 3 knives every day. So I'm not going to carry 3 large knives. I'm not going to. So I carry small, I carry large, I carry medium. And I got to tell you, something like the nip that's coming out Thursday, 2 years ago, I would have told you, no way I'm carrying this. But the funny thing is, all the way back then, even though I would have said that, I had a CRKT Pilar, which was about the same size, and I loved carrying it. And I'm like, wait a minute. So why am I? Because, bigger, heavier kind of feel to it. But in the case of the nip, very lightweight, very small, but this ridiculous hologram. Did you get to see one at Blade Show?
I did. And Corey, who shares the office space with me here, the shop space with me here, he bought one. He loves it. So we were flicking it all day today.
This blade is ridiculous. I mean, it really is a great, if you just want an all around, EDC knife during your day to just cut something simple or, cut a shape into a box or cut, break down a box, or this will do it all day. That's the funny thing, Ben. I keep hearing, I put up 2 videos now on this, and the comment I keep getting over and over again is I can't wait to see if they do a bigger version of this. Well, I mean, they might, but I'm telling you guys, this will do a lot more than you think. Is it a secondary knife for me? 100%. On a regular daily basis, it's a secondary knife, but that doesn't mean on 80% of my days, I could do just about anything with this knife in my day, if not everything. But hello, Monty. What's going on? Everybody say hey to Ash and Monty. If you haven't already, everybody's already done it. There's killer bunnies all over the chat. All right, we're going to do two things while Ash is here. First of all, we'll go back and talk about the art some more one more time. But I've got a package here, Ben, we're going to open. And something in here is going to be given away tonight, and the other one's mine. And then we're going to look at the bunny. So tonight's bunny, this is funny, so we'll let you read it. This killer bunny does not say blah, blah, blah. So we have the vampire killer bunny. Look at that guy.
That's awesome.
I love the popped collars and the little chain between there. That's awesome, man. Yeah, she's the best.
That's a winner.
Everybody, yeah, very cool. I like that he's in a coffin. That's the best. Very nice. Bunny in a coffin. Okay, so we're gonna open this. We'll just open it with the nip since it's the closest knife here. And we're going to see what we got here. Now, I know what this is because I ordered it. But you guys, there's something extra in here. Very cool. Okay. So, there's a note in here. Let's see. And by the way, if you guys haven't noticed, since Kim is working for Jack Wolf Knives now, you get a nice little note with a heart. Ben would never send me notes with hearts. So I was really disappointed. So thank you, Kim. I appreciate it. I'm just kidding. So what we have here is, first of all, we have a patch, a family patch. Very cool, from Jack Wolf Knives. And that is a stitched patch, guys, if you can't tell. What'd you say?
He said family.
Family. You're a goober. But yeah, very cool. I like the patch. What do you think of the patch?
I think it's cool.
You can say it's bad if you don't like it.
I didn't say it was bad. I get to see it. You didn't even let me see it.
I did.
Like, how does it look? I'm like, I don't know. I can't see it from over there.
All right. And then Ben dropped some coins, guys. And so I bought 2 of these coins, one for me to keep and one for you guys to have in the giveaway tonight. So if you haven't seen one of these, this is a legit coin. You got legit. Yeah. So now
that's just legit.
Oh, shut it. Don't make fun of me. I'm old. Come on, focus, camera. There we go. Sort of. So Jack Wolf Knives Worldwide. You got the Howlin' Jack there.
Mom's watching.
And then no way, Mom is watching.
I mean, they're saying Scarlett.
Hey, Scarlett. No way. Is she in the chat? This is a first. She is in the chat.
Mom's watching.
Holy Ben, you bring out all the good ones, man. Look at that.
All right.
Look at that. She's in the chat. Is that a first, Scarlett? I think she might have been early on. There is the wolf head there. Come on, focus again.
We got heads and tails.
Yep. We could use this for the NFL games this weekend. Flip the coin. It's just not going to focus, but trust me, it looks great. These are awesome, Ben. Are they engraved or minted that way, or how's that? You know anything about how these are done?
It's a 3D mold, so they're injection molded, presumably.
Look at that. Yeah, they're pretty sweet, man, and they have some heft to them.
Yeah,
are they titanium?
No, man, they'd be more expensive if they were. It's a zinc alloy.
I didn't think so based on the price, but I just
no weight, man. A titanium coin definitely wouldn't be that heavy. But yeah,
right. Good point. Good point.
Yeah, I'm super happy with them. They came out great. The graphics are cool. Everything's laid out really well. Sean kind of hit a home run on that.
So that's Sean. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's definitely not me.
Take a slip.
What is the?
Definitely not
what is
you.
That front part for the
belt loop.
Okay.
Yeah, put that back in the giveaway stuff. What are you doing? Stealing the giveaway stuff. Sheesh. But yeah, this will be in the giveaway tonight. This one, there, it focused on it.
There it is.
Yeah, Sean killed it. That is really cool. Measure twice, cut once. I like it.
I find
these
myself
are
saying
very
that a lot.
nice in here. We'll flip it once,
go.
see if I drop it on the floor. I did not. So yeah, this one will be in the giveaway, and then the second one is for me. You cannot have it. So
I know how to sit in the chair.
you know how to sit in a chair. That does not look very comfortable.
It
but
actually is really comfortable.
it is not comfortable.
Okay, anyone else sit? They
She's,
can't see it.
yeah,
'cause
she's sitting backwards in the chair with her legs through the
if I like
back.
scoot back.
That is not cool.
It's comfortable. Okay.
Leave us boomers alone. We built America for you. Enjoy our labor. There you go. Oh, all right. Are you done now? I'm trying to run a live stream here. All right. So the last thing, and then we'll make Ashlyn leave since she's goofy. No, I'm just kidding.
Dang.
Is the artwork. She was saying just how much she really enjoyed this from Gonzo. It's. I think it's totally different. Like we said earlier, than what Sean would do. I like, we got evil Jack for once because Jack's usually the good guy.
Mm-hmm.
But by the way, Ashlyn, he was mentioning earlier, he's made himself kind of back off and just kind of, let the artists come up with what they're coming up with, which I think is cool.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
freedom.
My criteria is pretty much like, if we could have some continuity from version 1 to version 2, that's great. It's not necessary. But people need to know how we went from one to the next typically. But no, I mean, it's like, it's awesome to let them kind of run with it. And
Absolutely.
It's, you could call them evil, but I guess it depends on the context in which you view the vampire.
Yeah, good, very true.
Misunderstood and just trying to survive like any other creature, and we thought it would be fun to make him the vampire as opposed to featuring a human vampire.
So Keith is happy with you during No Locktober as he's not carrying anything.
No Locktober. That's cool, man. No Locktober.
Yeah, he's doing that the whole way through. So I don't think he has a lot of slip joints. So
October's the month for everything. They make something for everything. There's something called Inktober, which is like they have a prompt for every day where you like draw something with ink every day. I don't ever participate in it because there's no way I'm going to keep up with something every single day with my schoolwork that has to do with drawing a big project every day. But there's like that. There's like one that's called Tritober, which is like based off of a show. There's
a little bit of everything.
There's a bunch of other ones, but
all right, Ben, let's talk about changes because I only found a few, and let's see if I'm wrong. Number 1, the sharpening choil is bigger.
Correct.
Number 2, we went from one what's it called, Casey?
Flute.
Thank you. Gosh, we went from 1 flute to 3 on the bolster, and from 1 flute to 2 on the end cap. Is that it?
That's it.
And obviously new handle materials and new finishes on the blades. But very cool. So I actually like having all the extra flutes, if you will, now that I can get that word correct.
I think the design really allowed that. And yeah, looks good.
And for those that don't remember, the last February, the Vampire Jack was the one that laid my finger open.
Yeah.
And so I am super cautious with this knife, although that was completely my fault. I will say this, Ben, and I don't know if you've noticed this, but for me, I feel like this model is more pinchable than this one for me. And the reason is this one is satin finished and it's a little slicker, and that DLC makes it more grippy. So if you're like me and you have a little bit trouble, you don't like to use the nail nick for your thumbnail because you keep your thumbnails real short. This one is way more grippy for pinching, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, you know what? It's funny, Casey, that Tim just pointed out another change, and I should be the one pointing him out, but it's the blade steel.
Oh, that's true too.
Yeah. But I agree.
I guess I don't think of that as a change. I think of that as more of a, just a material choice. But yeah, it is a change.
It's not a design change, but rather it is in fact a change from version 1. But
and I think if you have a Vampire Jack, I think the spring on this one might be, ever so slightly stronger on the new one.
Frankly, that could simply just be variation between pieces,
Correct.
Every piece in a production batch, they're not like identical twins. They're close.
Arthritis Jack.
Okay, Drizzy would like for you to make an arthritis Jack for me.
And I'll tell you what, Drizzy, we are not the best brand for people with arthritis, unfortunately. And I only say that because most of the feedback I get from customers is they like stiffer springs. But I realize as I continue to stiffen the springs, I'm alienating people who have weakness in their hands. But I just, I can't win them all. So,
but again, to look at the ones that are my favorites. This is so easy, even with this higher spring level. This is so easy to pinch open. I would say the Venom is like that. I carry the Venom. I carry the Midnight a lot. There's plenty of choices if you have that. Now, by the way, no, go ahead.
I was just going to say, not every knife is friendly for someone who may have a strength issue in their hands, but you're right, Casey. There are certain models that have a lot of exposed blade, and they are. You have a lot to work with there.
I mean, even the Pioneer. Kevin said he didn't think there was a lot there, but it was enough for me. So really, I mean, thankfully, my kind of arthritis, I haven't had. It comes and goes. Some days I'm fine. Other days I have issues with it, and right now it's fine. Look at that Nebula, guys. That is sick looking. That is awesome. I love that one. So the 5 versions this time are the black DLC coated titanium, like this one and that one. The Nebula fat carbon. Now, what blade does that one have? What finish?
Belt satin.
Belt satin. All right. And then you've got the black. No, that's the purple, right?
Purple haze. My lighting's not
purple haze. That was the one I couldn't think of in my Instagram live earlier. If you were watching, purple haze was the one I couldn't think of. So there you go.
Belt satin with fingerprints.
Yep. Belt satin and fingerprints.
Then we got dark matter red with black. I'm calling it right now. This one is the most popular. Variant.
I think you're right. I mean, again, I think this will be second. I do, but either purple might be second and this might be third, but I don't know. We'll see.
I hope both the DLC versions are up there because that's why we did 2. We kind of gambled on DLC for this model in October because it just really seems to work well.
Yep.
And then certainly last but not least is going to be jig tie with handset,
which was one of my choices as well that I almost picked.
Super classy.
Freaking beautiful. Yeah, with your gray finish that you do on yours, that just looks super. It's not in your face with the shininess. It's more muted looking, and I think it looks really, really cool. By the way, if you guys have questions, drop them in. I'll try to get to them. I'm sorry. Been just trying to do 1,200 things. Who's over there? Okay.
Nobody.
What was that?
That came up from upstairs.
Oh, okay.
It was
all right. I'm going crazy.
You are going crazy.
So what? All right, we're gonna put Ashlyn on the spot. What question do you have for Ben?
I don't have any questions.
She has no questions. Dang it, you're worthless. Dang it.
I'm bad at asking questions.
All right, so these drop. If you guys didn't hear me like 10 times earlier, these are dropping on Friday at all the dealers. Okay. They will not be on the Jack Wolf website. They will be at dealers. And they are dropping. They're all $300, $299.99. All the versions. So, definitely get in and check them out. Hey, Dang Ross, what is going on? Yeah, $13.99 for that coin is a phenomenal price, Rusty. I agree.
Yeah, I wanted to get you guys out the door for under $20. So as long as you're domestic, then it's usually 19 and change with shipping. So it wasn't something like that. For me, it's more about just giving you guys a, something to buy to support the brand that's really cool with a really good value. I mean, that's really all my products, honestly. I just know a lot of people, certain coins, they charge a lot of money, and I just wasn't comfortable doing that, despite people do it. It's not for me.
Well, you'll notice that I don't have a lot of coins, so I can't ever talk myself into buying them at some of the prices. So when I saw the price years, I'm like, heck yeah, I'll get two. So yeah, and there's a link to the coin thanks to Tim B. So if you're interested, definitely pick one up. What other specialty items do you have, or do you have coming up? I know you still got more like apparel kind of things, like hats and shirts, and
we have hoodies. We have really nice. I mean, our apparel isn't the cheapest, but it's extremely high quality. So we have hoodies, we have trucker hats with puff embroidery, we have t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts. I'm gonna get Ranger Eyes up and running again. We still have one Ranger Eye in stock. I have a lot of cool Ranger Eye designs in the can. It's just been, my resources are spread thin, so I haven't initiated those projects. Yeah, but our primary focus is on knives. So, and bringing them out every month really takes a lot.
You're doing better than me. I haven't done good with all the ancillary stuff. I still haven't done. I had a guy working on patches for me, and he just disappeared. So I got to get with you and get back to that. To be honest with you, it's like you just said. It became not my focus. I have so many knives out there I'm working on. It just hasn't been my focus to work on patches. But I definitely need to get back to it at some point. There you go. Tim is hooking you guys up. There's patches. There's artwork. There's still some artwork up there. There's clothing.
Oh, yeah, and the artwork. Thank you for reminding me. I always forget to.
Yeah, Tim's always going to get you there.
Yeah, so I've got to put the Vampire and the Pioneer ones up. I'm behind on that, but they'll be up. And any of our jar labels, tube labels, yeah, hook and loop here. I saw that question. Any of our labels and also the stickers we do. If you like the art, you can get framed posters. They're really high quality. The prints, especially. I mean, the frames they're fine, but the prints are excellent. And behind plexiglass. And we have them anywhere from like 10 by 10 all the way up to I think 18 by 18. Different sizes.
Yeah. So like, let's say the biggest size. Let's see.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, I mean, ranges
18 by 18, $50. Yeah.
Ranges from $27.50 to $50.
Very nice.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, like when you see them, you're getting your money's worth. I promise, because I think I might make 50 cents every time I sell one of those. I basically set the price. I wanted those to be as affordable as possible. So.
Yeah, with the level of print, that's exactly
100%. When you guys get them, I promise you, it'll be like, man, these are really nice.
Yep. You can tell Ashlyn always steals my hats, guys. She wears hats all the time, so she's got
wear them every day, but I don't have enough hats yet. So I'd steal his.
All right, so we are going to do a cool giveaway tonight, guys. And I got to be honest, I am flat out tired. I have been working so much, so we are wrapping up around 9:30 tonight. I'm not gonna stay super late tonight just because I'm like old. So
fine with me, man. We really put out a lot of effort this weekend. So
yeah, so let's talk about that. We haven't. Well, first let me just show this real quick.
Do it.
Our hashtag tonight, guys, for the giveaway is going to be simply #vampire. What are you doing?
You had a chance to make it #blah blah blah, and you made it vampire.
Dang it! We just made it vampire. So you can do that anytime. And now we're gonna the bunny. I showed it, Tori. I guess you probably weren't here. We'll show it again. So it's #vampire. You have to be U.S. address. Please do not use multiple accounts. I got no way to police it. This is the honor system, and people in here in the chat will police it. Please, guys, use one account. Don't abuse it. Use one account. Okay? All right. So here's your bunny, Tori. It is a vampire bunny. Happy Halloween. And it says, this killer bunny does not say blah, blah, blah. So,
is that the right number?
It is 65, right? Yep. It's the right one. Yep. I love his he doesn't look happy. It does not look happy. It's coming for you guys. Yep. Although if it's anything like that bunny, he'd just be sitting here twitching his freaking nose over and over and over again. That thing drives me crazy, twitching his nose.
Wasn't that what rabbits do, man?
I know. It still drives me crazy. I'm sorry.
He's only salty because he won't pay attention to the bunny, and the way the bunny shows
Just
that
stares
he's
at me.
mad that you're not paying attention to him is by throwing his toys all over his cage. So he'll be in a meeting or something, and the bunny will just start throwing his toys around the cage like crazy, like "Pay attention to me!" And he won't.
So I've had people. I've been in a Teams call, and people are like, "What is happening at your house?" Like the rabbit is throwing cups around. Yep. All right. So how was Blade Show, man? Let's hear. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm going.
All right, everybody, say goodbye to Ash. Leave my earbud here.
Oh yeah.
Blade Show was excellent. I had a booth instead of a table, and so we were able to entertain more people, spend more time. I was across from Vero, and so like he had a good crowd, we had a good crowd. So I think just overall the energy in our area was really good, and it's a nice place for a knife show, like especially if you're out west. It's easy to fly into. It's not far from the airport. There's hotels all around the convention center. You can walk to all kinds of cool places. The weather was ideal, in my opinion, just leaving the hot desert. So
Yeah.
It was great. There was a lot of great brands there. It wasn't so crowded that you couldn't get quality time with people, but it was busy enough that it was busy. So no complaints. Someone asked if I bought anything. I did not buy a single thing.
Sad.
Which I didn't want to,
Right.
I got to the point where I got nowhere to put knives anymore because I got between prototypes everywhere and the production knife collection I'm building, because I always save one of everything. I got to figure something out.
Oh gosh, yeah, I didn't even think about that part of it. Yep. Hey Gorilla, what's up? Hey Todd Carr, hello. And yes, you are right. She's awesome for making them. She's so willing. She just asked me, "What do you want for the Bennett bunny tonight?" And I just say, "How about something with a vampire?" And she's like, "Bam!" So yeah, for sure. So yep, 80 people in here and a little lower tonight, but I am totally good with that because we're just chilling and having fun. Last week, Ben, we had like 130 people in here, and the chat was going so fast.
Wow.
I thought I was going to scream. I could not keep up in any way, shape, or form. Not even a little bit. So I like having the big crowd, but it was crazy. Ben, you can send some knives to Jim, he says. He'll help you out. He'll help you store them.
Very kind of you, sir. The other thing that happens is everybody around me buys knives, so I get to play with everybody's knives over the course of the weekend, and then not have to have dealt with the fact that I actually bought it, and people like Cole, who helps me run my booth. Well, he carries it. He doesn't check his bag, so I take all his knives home.
Okay.
To him. So let's just say they'll be on my desk for the next few days while I get to enjoy his purchase until he gets to enjoy his purchase.
Yep. So this is an interesting idea we ought to do sometime, Ben. And we don't have to do it live. If you're willing, we could do a really cool video with me and you, record it here, and just kind of show off your collection a little bit. Everybody would dig that.
Yeah, that's a lot of knives. If we
it'd be like a 2-hour, 3-hour video.
One of all the Jack Wolfs. I don't know how many releases there's been, but several of them have been 5 pieces. So January, February, March, none in April, May, June, none in July, August, September, October. So there's 40 pieces just from this year so far, plus everything from last year.
Right. Thank you, Tori. Thank you, Justin. Yeah. Yeah, it was my birthday last week. So yeah, but even if we just did like your we don't do the Jack Wolves in the first one, we do like some of your GCs and different, I don't know, we can do something. We can figure it out. All right. Now, this is important, okay? So either Donnie or Kim were posting a lot of pictures, and there was a picture from the back of the booth looking out at the people, and the flow is real, man. The flow, the flow is going on. Look at that.
Yeah,
Ben,
it's long now.
Tim has got it nailed. So did you win best in show for your hair?
I definitely got a handful of compliments on the mullet, so that was cool because until I grew it, no one was saying anything about my hair. You know, maybe something about the beard every once in a while. But I could tell you whose hair was looking pretty awesome was Ben Peterson.
What's with that?
Dude, he's got crazy curls. So he has like these long curls. And I was like, man, it's you versus me for hairdo in this place. And then he did, I don't know if you guys saw it or if it's been released yet, but he did like this Bob Ross video where
I haven't seen
he was
that.
pretending to be like Bob Ross, and they like combed it all out. They like all his curls combed out. And I was like, oh, that is so funny.
Ben's a cool dude. He's really funny.
He is. He's super nice.
He's super funny. I've been trying to get him to come on here, but he's got young kids and a lot going on, and he just has not had time to come on. He wants to, but we just haven't been able to work it out yet. But we will at some point, hopefully. Yeah, Tori, I'm 54 as of last week, so I'm an old dude. Old enough to be most of your fathers. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, let's see. Ben, do you ever carry modern? I know this answer. Modern locking knives, and do you have many? And if so, what's your favorites? What are your favorites?
Okay, do I carry them ever? Like barely ever anymore, especially since I started the project. But I do own some, and I have carried them. Like if I'm wearing jeans, I might carry them, but not with shorts. First of all, I'm in shorts 8-9 months out of the year here.
Yep.
I'm a big Chris Reeve fan. I like Chris Reeve. I like the small Sabenza. I like the large Sabenza, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably pick the small because they're left-handed, so that's pretty cool.
Yep.
And I have some other pieces. Like I have KC's knife, which was the first one, KC, that I bought. Not the microburst, but the
pinion.
Pinion. The pinion lives in my range bag now when I go to the shooting range because like you constantly find yourself needing one for some reason. You know, cut this or fix that.
Yep.
So that's where that one is.
Very cool. That's a good place for it.
But yeah, I like Chris Reeve. I really like the Umnundi, which is kind of the little classy one looks a little more
cool.
like slip joint form factor.
Very cool.
I don't carry them much, Keith. They mostly sit in my knife collection.
There you go, Keith. There's your Daleka salute, brother. Thank you very much for that. And I see another one down here. Cavity search, $5 as well. Here's the thing, KC, you're not a boomer. I know that. Tell everybody else in the chat. I've always said I'm Gen X. It's all these other people's in here. Hey, Dugan, what's going on?
50s.
All right. So again, your hashtag for the giveaway, but you need to be here. I've noticed a lot of people. Well, now it came back up. We went to 64 and now went back to 84. So I guess a bunch didn't leave. But if you want to enter the giveaway, hashtag vampire with a capital V is what you need to do. Yeah, Jim is a boomer and we still love him. It does not matter. It doesn't matter, Jim.
Oh, my parents.
There you go. Age is a number. Been nice hanging out in the chat. You're the man, KC. Congrats on the success, Ben. Very cool, Chaz. There is your Daleka salute. Chaz is a cool dude. Rusty's turning 54 next month. Very cool. Rusty, you're younger than me for a month. Congratulations. Thank you, Todd Carr. My kids would tell you I'm not very cool and I'm not very funny, but I try both of those things. My kids are not very nice when it comes to that. Now, Ben, I don't know if you saw this earlier. I was showing off, Mattis Faction, of course.
Yeah.
That guy's got his first design out. This is dropped. This is the Phoenix, named after your fair area there, the Kaiser Phoenix. It is a flipper knife with orange dark matter.
Yep.
And you've got aluminum on the bolsters and a liner lock. And you also have thumb studs. And you got a wicked kind of upswept or Persian blade. But what I think is cool about this one, Ben, I was telling everybody, see how it stays fairly consistent thickness wise to right at the tip. To me, it feels less, I don't know, for some reason when I'm carrying an upswept or a Persian, I feel like I'm going to stab myself. This one feels less scary to me, at least, because of that. But it would still pierce. I mean, don't get me wrong, but definitely a very cool blade shape.
That was an attractive knife for sure.
Yep. So a lot of people didn't even know he had designed one, but he worked with Sharif and got that one out there. Now, if you want to see a blade shape, I don't even remember the name of this, but this is a CMB Tiguis design. There's your pokey stabby.
Yeah, that's a poker.
Holy craziness. Look at that thing. I opened that up and I'm just like, wow. It's pretty crazy. So, but anyway, I get distracted. So, yeah, guys. So definitely use the hashtag vampire. Let's see how many we have in the chat. In the giveaway, it looks like 79 of the 87 people have entered. So please do that, and we will show you what you're going to win. We already know. Oops, what did I just do? We already know that you're going to win a Jack Wolf coin. You're going to win the Killer Bunny. We, of course, have. I'm probably going to. Believe it or not, I'm going to be bad, Ben. I'm going to keep this patch to put back here on my patch wall. So, guys, I'm sorry you don't get the patch this time around, but you do get the coin. I always like changing stuff out on my patch wall back here just to update it and put some newer stuff. And so we're definitely going to do that. Okay, well, that's a good design, a good question, Darren Poppenhagen. Ben, do you have any favorite designers? I think I know one you'll mention here, but maybe not.
That's a good question. Well, really fond of my friend's designs. KC here.
Yeah.
I should say Colin and Kevin. They both got to get credit. I think Colin probably does a little more of the actual pen to paper stuff.
100%.
Group effort from them. I like Vero's designs. I think his aesthetic is really good. I like Israel Backus's designs.
Those are cool as well.
I like Ken Onion's designs. Like when I first started buying knives again, those were some of the ones I went to. Some of his Kershaws. I just thought they looked really cool. That's off the top of my head, I guess. Oh, Chris Cerberus Knives. I like Chris Ortiz's design.
Yeah, I know you like some Pena stuff too.
Yeah, of course.
That.
I don't know why. I'm thinking designers who aren't also makers, I guess.
Correct.
Yeah. And Jacob Ginsburg, like Jacob Creates. I really like his. Yep. So that'd be the list off the top of my head. I mean, I like a lot of Leon Moss stuff.
Yeah, a lot of his stuff speaks to me as well, shape-wise.
Yeah.
Definitely has some really cool shapes. All right, Tim B, you talked me into it. We're going to put the patch in the giveaway as well. All right.
Hard to twist your arm.
He didn't say that, but he did say it's a really dope patch. So we're going to put it in there. Brad Zinker is a cool designer. Yeah, Tim, I agree with that. But yeah, we'll definitely put that in there. I'm a nice guy. We'll do that.
All right. Another one.
Oh, you don't have to do that. It's all right. But hashtag vampire, if you haven't done it already, is your thing. Now, guys, let's before we do the drawing, let's talk about the important part again. I want to make sure I hit it enough times here for everybody to know. You guys know there's all kinds of dealers. Tim's put the dealer list up several times. You got 5 versions of the Vampire Jack this Friday, the 20th at 2 p.m. Eastern. And I'm not positive, Ben. I was telling them earlier if I'm going to do a live stream Friday or not. Got some work stuff going on that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to, but I will let everybody know when it gets closer to Friday. If I don't, you'll still be able to go get the knife. I know I usually kind of hype it up and tell you guys where to go, but we'll have a video up. I think my video is going up. My nip video is going up Wednesday morning, and my vampire video is going up Thursday morning. I always like to put them up a day in advance to give people a chance to see the video before they pop. And yeah, so this guy, beautiful Vampire Jack, very thin. Bendy, you got a behind the edge measurement on this one?
This batch is actually a little thicker than the first batch. I think
Okay.
mine measured around 15 thousandths, 14.
Which,
So it's not like it's thick. Those
yeah,
first
no.
ones, I mean, some of them were as low as 8 to 10. And frankly, I had some people warp them. You know, they get them in something and then they twist. Usually guys messing with wood and then they twist and they put, I'm not
Right.
talking anything major, but I've got to repair it for them. So I'm not unhappy that these came out a little
It's
thick.
a little thicker.
Yeah, but trust me, I don't think anybody here is going to be disappointed in the
No.
performance.
Mike, I agree, man. These tins are awesome. The cylinders that come with the knives are a huge part. I want to put a shelf up here and just line them up, and I just haven't done it yet. What'd you say, Jim? I got a t-shirt, a coin, and a leather scout carry straps. Very cool. All right. Vampire Jack is too cool not to get, says Drummer. Very cool, Drummer. 0701. Very cool. Yeah, it's definitely got a very cool vibe to it. And I think in October with the vampire theme and the coffin, I mean, how can you go wrong with that? That is so cool. Oh, and Ben, I one of the items that you guys know I'm an Urban EDC. Justin Lundquist affiliate. Justin Lundquist are dropping this black Delrin coffin shaped worry stone on Wednesday. This thing, and I was like, hey, they go pretty cool together, you know.
Cool, that make a nice picture.
Yeah, so I'll have to do that definitely. But it's a Justin Lundquist coffin shaped worry stone in black Delrin, which I think that's a cool material. I think it has a really neat kind of tactile feel to it. Not and very lightweight feeling. Now it is tiny, but
probably weighs a few grams.
Yep. During the last Jack Wolf drop, my Reddit post had over 18,000 views. There you go, Tim. Thanks for doing that. I'm sure Ben appreciates that.
Absolutely, most definitely.
Wow.
That's huge.
That is pretty crazy, Tim. Thank
awesome.
You for doing that.
Reddit's like sometimes you post something and it doesn't get a lot of traction, and sometimes it just catch fire. So I appreciate you being consistent on there because we're lighting some fires every once in a while.
Big time, for sure. Yeah, you got their attention. Yes, yeah, Kresge definitely does. Tim does bang up. Now I don't know why, but yeah, John Henninger, the red dark matter is Ben has predicted that's going to go the quickest, and I think he's right. It's pretty fantastic looking. Tim will post sometimes for my knives, and he gets just hammered. People tell him to take them down and don't put them up, and I'm like, okay. So sometimes it works, and other times it doesn't. I have no idea how to know what the crazy Reddit people are going to like and what they're not going to like.
Definitely got to tread carefully over there.
Yeah, it's super crazy to think about sometimes because it's fickle beast, exactly. And Ben, I was giving everybody an update earlier. The jet streams were probably within a few weeks here of having them here, and very, very excited to get those out. I did get a couple of not great pictures. I'm looking to get some better pictures so I can really see, but the milling on the scales looks ridiculous. It's going to be fantastic. Hey, KC, I like the blackout vampire jacket. Looks sweet. Yeah, Derek. I think, I don't know if I surprised Ben when I picked this one or not, but I just thought this was the one that most personified the theme for me. Now the red one does too, but this just was the one for me that really spoke to me in this particular line. So, yep. I think people were surprised when I picked the purple one with the black blade too. So I have weird taste. They're all over the place. No, Ben is not giving out Jack Wolf for
Halloween. No, it's probably Reese's peanut butter cups and little cube-sized Snickers and all that junk.
Yeah, yep. You know, I live in a neighborhood, but I'm the one house. Okay, so picture, Ben, you've got neighborhood over here, and like sort of a sloped area in between. And so I'm literally the driveway that goes like this and behind all the houses.
Oh,
So I have like a probably 3/10 of a mile, 2/10, 3/10 of a mile driveway back behind all the other houses in this strip of land. Like everybody else has 1 acre and I've got like 3 because it's back here hidden behind everybody. So we literally, I've put lights down the driveway. I've done everything. Nobody comes down except neighbors. Neighbors that know us will come down our driveway, but nobody else. They just
you have to go to the foot of your driveway and put out a picnic table and some lights and some music and the bowl.
There you go.
Because ain't no kid hiking through the woods.
They're not coming down there. Nope. It's my driveway's kind of hidden. This is why. So here's the other part. When they put the guy in front of me, that house wasn't originally in the plans. So when they developed that little piece in front of me that's like 3/4 of an acre, they made him my number, but a B.
Oh,
And so we're the same number and he's a B and he gets my mail. I get his mail. It's insane. They deliver packages to him all the time. So if I know I'm having a big package coming, I'll tell him today I've got XYZ coming. It's this many packages. It's this, and he'll let me know. So
that was a big swing and a miss by the address people.
Yeah, a little bit. Yep. They should have numbered it the last number or something. I don't know.
Anything other than the same number.
The same number. Yep. It's insane. Drives me crazy. Snickers. Yeah. What would you guys choose if you were going to Ben's house? What would you want him to have? There you go. Snickers are great. Milky Way. Yeah, Milky Way's all right. Not my favorite. I like some Heath bar.
Peanuts. I like Milky Way. I like Three Musketeers.
The best candy bar in my world is the Take 5. But
I love Take 5, dude. I'm surprised to hear you say that. It's kind of like a low key. Dude, those are the bomb.
Oh, they're awesome, man. They have all my favorite flavors in them, man. It is really cool.
I like them in the refrigerator.
Yeah, very true. Especially where you live, nice and cool.
Yep.
Yep, very cool. So, guys, don't forget, do this now because we're going to do this giveaway. Let's just run through it real quick. You have the typical. All right, hold on. I got to bring myself up a little bit. We'll leave Ben on there, but we've got the typical bag of swag here. You got some Lefty EDC, some Big Red. You do have a Big Red Ranger Eye in there. You have some Issuing Stitches buttons. Of course, all the Knives Fast and Tempest stuff. You have Butter Knives Fast number 125, I think. Yep, 125, signed by the Trev himself. Very cool. Smoky Mountain Knife Works, Bluminati Ninja. Shoot, what else is in there? There's a bunch. Bees Blades, Mike Curtis, Oh Father. Yeah, there's a lot in there tonight. Very good. You do have an Alicord Paracord knife slip tonight. I thought we'd stick with the theme of some slip joints, and so I'm not giving a slip joint away tonight, but I am giving away a slip. So there you go. You have a Olight center rechargeable flashlight here. This is a keychain light, and this is the center one from the recent sale. You have a tool-along boat from our buddy Tim B. This is one of the multi-tools. Oh, by the way, you do have Killer Bunny number 65, which is the I do not say blah, blah, blah bunny. You have a Jack Wolf Knives family patch, and you have a Jack Wolf coin. Very cool. And our knife tonight is the one that was the second choice last week. So if anybody remembers the 2 choices I gave last week, you already know, but this is drop it on the floor. Shocker, Ben, I just dropped something on the floor. This is the QSP Hornbill. That is our knife tonight. You got this cool blue carbon fiber. You have a really wicked looking blade. Very nice in the hand. Has this crazy pattern on the scales. Kind of the sun shining down, if you will. Very cool. It is a front flipper, and it is a thumb stud, and it is a hole deployment. So you have 3 methods of deployment for this one. Very cool. Hey, Acid Test Kids, what's up? All right, so let's go ahead and draw this. So if you have not entered, you have about 10 seconds. Your hashtag again is hashtag vampire. If you haven't noticed, we have a vampire theme tonight. Thanks to Mr. Belkin here with his vampire knife coming out Friday. Yeah, thumbs up for sure. All right, 5, 4. How many do we have first? Hold on. 89, 5, 4, 3, a 2, a 1. Bam! Whoa, we got 3 extras right at the end. There are 92 in there. Very cool. Let's see who our winner is. David Tooley. How about that, David? He is here. I did see him. David has been doing Bible study and coming in late. Yeah, check it out, Kresk. It's a pretty cool one. So David Tooley is our winner tonight. David, I need you to send me an email and with your address. I may already have it, but if you don't mind just sending it again, that would be great. Here, Marisol, what's going on? So congrats, Mr. David Tooley. Hopefully he's in here.
I think he is. He made a comment not that long ago. So.
Yeah, I think he did too. Donald Milinkovich, hello. Yeah, early birthday present for David. That is right. Very, very cool. So, David, just give me your address and I will get this stuff out to you probably tomorrow. So appreciate each and every one of you. We have 105 in here. You guys have been super awesome. I very much appreciate that. I know David will be very excited for sure. So that is awesome. So Ben, anything I missed or anything you want to hit here at the end of this?
Sure. So, Friday, October 20th, Vampires. Now, if you're not in the Facebook group, we encourage you to join. It's called Jack Wolf Knives Worldwide.
There you go.
The point was to commemorate 1,000 members. So we have a large membership base. It's a really good group of people who are having a good time. It's drama free. We don't do that there. Also, let you guys know, I'm going to be at the California Custom Knife Show.
Oh, that's right.
Los Angeles. Well, it's in Woodland Hills, but like metropolitan LA. My birthday weekend, actually, November 11th and 12th, I think, are the 2 days of the show. It's whatever that Saturday and Sunday is. So I'll be there. And yeah, that's going to be here sooner than later. So also, as Casey mentioned earlier, we got Little Bros coming next month. It's kind of the one rare time I'm going to tell you what's coming ahead of time, simply because we've got a lot of people waiting a long time for the Little Bro. And I appreciate you guys being patient on that one. And other than that, you guys are awesome.
That's very cool. I appreciate you. See, that's why I always ask you at the end, because I always miss something and I forgot the group. I apologize. So there's your Daleka Salute Illuminati, and our membership was gifted to Joe Kasparek. Welcome back, Joe. Very, very cool. That is awesome. Thanks for doing that, Mr. Illuminati. So yeah, California Custom, is that a fairly big show, same size as West, or?
I don't think it's as big as West. I think it'll probably be more on par with the USN Gathering that I did the last couple of years.
Okay.
But, I tried that show for a couple of years, and I want to do at least four a year. So the 3 blades. And instead of agreeing to do that USN Gathering again, I wanted to try this one instead and just be able to compare the two, because they're around. The USN Gathering was over Labor Day. So I could either pick like right before Blade West or right after Blade West. So,
well, that's cool. That'll be a good one for you to try at least and see what you think of it. That'd be cool. I wanted to go to West, but if I had done the blue microburst a couple months earlier and they had sold like they did, I probably would have used that to fund the trip to West and come, but just wasn't sure I'd have the funds to do it, if you know what I mean, at the time. So, but I'm definitely doing Atlanta. Already booked up and everything. Well, I got to get a hotel booked, but I got my booth booked. Very cool. All right. Well, we're not going to hold you, Ben, tonight. Like I said, I told you we were going to wrap up around 9:30, and I'm a man of my word about a tenth of the time. So for tonight, we're gonna do that. And guys, just everybody, thank Ben for being here. You're always such a good sport, Ben. I appreciate you. It's just a lot of fun having you on. And I'm sure I'm just going to say this: you don't need to respond in any way. It's a lot less combative and stressful to be on here than the one you're going to be on Thursday night with that other guy. So don't forget, guys, Ben will be on with Kevin Thursday night, I'm sure. So I just always like to pick on Kevin if I can find a way to do it. So, but a lot less stressful, I'm sure. So hope everyone has an above average week. There you go, Tim. But yeah, thanks for all you do. Thank you, B Shady. I appreciate that. We have a lot of fun doing this. We really do. And, I think Ben would say, and matter of fact, I'll let you say it if you want to, but I think without the support of these core groups like that, this, what we do would be a whole lot, higher, steeper hill to climb.
Absolutely. The community aspect of this, the importance of it cannot be overstated. We're the group as a whole is successful because of the camaraderie and support amongst the community, and we always got to remember to keep that spirit alive, or else this will just turn into something that's not special, and we don't want that.
Yeah, we definitely don't, and that's why we work out our problems and get back together as a community no matter what, and I like that about this community very much. So yep. All right, Ben. Well, thank you so much, man. You can go eat some dinner at a halfway decent time, and I'm gonna go get ready for work, and I'm working about a 16-hour day tomorrow, so I'm gonna get some sleep and work my regular job followed by a football game tomorrow. So ought to be a whole lot of fun. So take it easy, and everybody, I appreciate you being here. Hit that thumbs up on the way out, and definitely comment after the video posts. And thank you guys so much for all your support and for all the super chats and memberships tonight, and for watching the Knives Fast channel. Later, folks.